you guys had... Wait, did you guys send Sarah off yet?
Yes.
So that was
Sarah?
I think that was the last thing we did.
Yes, you guys did. That's right. You guys sent him off farewell. Anything that you guys want to like restock, you can do in inventory in Waterdeep.
Good. I'm getting more arrows.
Yeah, and they're just player's handbook price. Like, there's no. In fact, the only thing, because like there's everything here. It's like, you know, when like girls like, oh, I need some arrows or stuff. You know, you guys go with them and you guys, you know, do some window shopping. You can find anything practically. Like, let's say you guys are like, oh, those are some nice weapons. You guys, you go over and you're looking at weapons. Well, you can find like everything from like, of course, human made. You can find even elven made goods, dwarven made goods. You could find like culturally specific items, shops, districts, anything. It's
At the start of the day, I cast Death Ward on myself, but that's about all I want to do.
okay. Yeah, you can do that.
I want to do that at the start of every day when it wears off, because useful.
Oh, yes, it's very useful. As you guys finally, what your one NPC, Warvel,
Yep.
the Weevil, the dwarf, he did stay with you guys,
Awesome.
and
He wants to be good.
Let's see here.
and
We've convinced him to start over a new leaf.
I doubt it.
So do I, but that's what Father thinks.
Well, that's cool. You know, and I you know, those dwarves, you can't trust them.
yeah, I'm curious to find out myself. Oh no, I'm not even joking.
But
Because
Garl will pick up 2 extra quivers for himself, so he'll have a total of 3.
okay, they're light enough to carry. You might look a little. Oh, actually, I think you got a bag of holding, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Yeah. So stuff like that. Even like anything you guys want to move out of your wagon. Your horse is doing well. What with the rest and the extra care that the druid gives to it, even if it is stabled up somewhere, the druid still regularly visits. And he is like taking advantage of his like flight ticket. Like that's why he's not there walking around with you guys. He's has permission to fly over the city. He does.
He's having fun in his natural environment.
Yeah, he prefers to be in the air, and since he's not going to get harassed for here now, he is. Although he's learned to give the griffin some distance.
I wonder why.
Let's just see what the. So there's nothing else you guys want to do. You guys are just ready to leave the city, and where are you guys going? Like, what's the plan? So how do you guys want to do this? Or whatever, man?
I think our plan was go to Golden Fields and figure out where the stone giants are and do something with them. I don't think we have an exact plan, but that's kind of the cliff notes.
Ah, Cliff Notes, a lifesaver.
That's right? Or do we want to do something else?
That sounds I think
Do we
sounds
want
about
to
right.
go back to the
Because there was because there
we can go
was
back to the goblins and bring back an army.
some disturbances up there. If I remember right, and that's what was driving the majority of the party wanting to go.
Yeah, it's pretty much because like Golden Fields produces so much food that you guys are just gonna go check it out. That's what I thought you guys had said, but I just didn't want to put words into your mouth. So let's just begin the day. I'm gonna need some die 20 rolls just so we can figure out what the weather is like as you guys leave Waterdeep. You guys are already staying in like the North Ward anyways, or on the edge of the North Ward. You guys leave through the northern gates, so you guys aren't even far from the gates on which you want to leave. So give me a d20 roll. Number one, we'll find out what the temperature is today.
I rolled a 7.
7? Average
Yep.
temperature, so
Hey.
it's a nice day out.
Yes, it is.
Let's find out what the breeze is, or the wind is. Roll me a die 20 again. Someone.
7 again.
No wind. Very calm.
Excellent.
And now someone roll me one more for precipitation.
16.
Oh, there you go. A little bit of a drizzle.
Misty.
Yep.
Sounds like the weather today when I was out in the woods.
But it's warm out and there's no wind, so just a little damp. You guys are kind of getting that dog day is summer effect. You guys head to Northgate, and the mass of people is just like impressive. Because Northgate heads, like, if you guys had traveled by land, this is the gate you guys would have entered from. The road leads here. But you guys are not traveling on that main road once you leave the gates and the swarms of people. And you guys connect to a road immediately outside of the city that goes kind of northeast. It's not a paved road, but it's a very well-used road. The thing that is most significant about traveling on this road, as you guys get out of the city and you get you move past like all the dwellings and settlement that has built up on the outside of the city walls of Waterdeep. This is called the North Furrow Road, and this road leads all the way to Golden Fields. You guys are not alone on the road, and if you do any small talk with anyone, you find out that like although there's people on the road, it's not quite as busy as whatever because of like, basically the rain. But the most impressive thing, as you guys travel on this road, and there's always people within sight. A lot of the traffic following in your direction is mostly empty wagons. So even with your guys' horse and wagon, because you guys don't have like a whole lot of cargo, you just got your personal stuff in there pretty much. You guys blend in pretty good. Like you guys are just another wagon heading on the North Furrow Road to Golden Fields. Because of course, especially this time of year, empty wagons go there and they come back laden with foodstuffs. And that's pretty much the scene. You guys are walking on this road, North Furrow Road, heading to Golden Fields. Is, like I said, empty wagons go there, they come back laden with food.
They don't go with coin or trade goods or anything?
Oh yeah, some.
Okay.
Some. Like, I mean, you don't necessarily make use of, like, you don't just take an empty wagon. That's kind of a waste, right? But take what you can. But most of the stuff is, especially this time of year, they just want to start bringing food west.
All right, so let's see here. I will. Boom.
There's always other, like, small clusters of wagons in sight.
All right, and let's see here. Do a little spotlighting. So we're leaving out of Waterdeep, going north towards Amphihall.
I don't know if it's straight north. I think it's northeast.
Well,
it's called
yeah, it kind of curves and goes.
Yeah, you do got to go to Amphale?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and there's like I know up to Amphale, I think even up to Neverwinter, there's like a strong Waterdeep guard.
Okay.
What you call it? Presence. There's a heavy presence of Waterdeep guards. So the road is safe. There's highly traveled, especially if you guys have to travel whatever that is, like the fucking Tradeway or whatever the fuck that's called, that road. Because that's like the main road. That one goes all the way, like I said,
let's see here. They call it the Long Road.
Yeah, the Long Road, yeah. It goes you can walk that road all the way up to Brinjander, so it might changes names, but that's
goes up to Mirabar, back to from Mirabar, it changes over to the Blackford Road.
Yeah.
But all the way up to Mirabar, it's all Long Road.
Well, there you go.
So that's a long road, just like the name says.
It's so long it changes names.
Yeah.
Right.
It does because I think south of Waterdeep, like if you go to South Gates, I think it's called the Tradeway.
Let's see. Yep, Tradeway, where you go down from Waterdeep
to Baldur's Gate.
Ford to I think Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, all the way
down to Dragonspear. And it stops there at Dragonspear Castle. Yeah.
It's basically Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah. But there we go. For all the people that may watch this and want to enjoy it and get a feel for it, and I've been sharing the map and rolling around, driving people crazy. But okay, I'll stop.
All right.
I'll stop sharing this for now.
Golden Fields is near Anfield, or it's before that.
Oh no, it's past like Amphale is like just north of Waterdeep. You guys are like pass through that within only
Only a day-ish.
I think so, or even less.
An hour.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think it's too far away at all. And it's a lot of horses. I mean, a lot of horses. Like everywhere when you pass through Amphale, it's like Kentucky. It's all about horses, Amphale.
See, Gar will be holler at the horse and rider as they come by. Watch out! Watch! You got to stop! You don't be running over me. Have some conscience on us, vertically challenged individuals.
You guys can see railed fences and horses in pastures, and when you get to like Amphale, the town itself, it smells of horse manure, and there's barns all over the place, and it's everything is about horses and horse breeding and horse racing and everything.
So the Anfield Derby, the first Saturday in May.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
In
then
fact,
bourbon.
there'd probably be a race going on, right now. Amphale is everything horses.
And the maidens wearing their big bonnets.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, when you guys do make, I don't know how many days. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any of that. But you guys are, during your journey, sometime, you guys, I'll say like you guys are past all this. You guys are getting somewhere out in like the, just the countryside somewhere. As I mentioned,
Gar will be looking out and about, looking for signs of these stone giants, whether or not they've passed or not, just passively looking for stuff.
Am I misremembering, or did we also hear something about also in the same?
Was that Ryan or me? You guys?
I think.
Did we also hear about hill giants in this area?
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely heard about hill giants. Yeah, hill giants were raiding the fells too, the golden fells.
Garl, as I said, on there's always like wagons in sight. Other people traveling to Goldfield, other merchants, go there, fill up your wagons, bring it to Waterdeep. Right. You can see in the distance that it looks like that there's a cluster of wagons and people and horses. You're the first one to notice it. And as you start to approach earlier or start to get closer, you can tell it's basically like a traffic jam. Almost like people are as like because it's quite like rolling, like flat and rolling hills. So in the distance, in the horizon, you can see that the ground rises, and at the base of that ground rise, you can see that there's like wagons beginning to pile up, and enough of wagons where there's probably like 20, 30 empty wagons and a bunch of people and horses. There's a considerable, like, whatever flow of traffic on this road has ceased at this point. And
Garl will turn back to his compadres and says, "We have civilians up ahead being attacked. They're circling their wagons."
You sure about that?
Yes, I can see it. I
Your
see
track
it.
record has not been very good.
Did you first?
Sorry, my dog was barking there. What happened there? What did we see?
Just that Garl sees that farther down the road in the direction you guys are traveling, that it looks like that the traffic has ceased. Like there's like a traffic jam, or everything has just come
You
to.
described it to us. They're circling the wagons and being attacked.
Yeah.
Well,
And
can't have that. Out of my way
Oh.
as I stride forward boldly, and my cloak billows in a breeze. There is no breeze; it still billows.
Eventually you guys all come up to this point where you guys are like within like talking range, moving range, where you guys can see that there are wagons all over, and like some are just pulled over waiting, and there's kind of a little bit of arguments. And as I said, as the road continues past, you can see how there's the ground rises up and down, and you guys are just kind of in like a slightly low area.
Holler.
And some people hardly even look when you guys eventually come trotting up and rattling up in your wagon.
They don't even think twice when two tieflings, a satyr, a gnome, and a dwarf with a mad eye.
A wagon at the back is all I think right now.
Carl will say, "What lich has gone and cursed you and put you under their control to battle each other? You're losing your mind. Spread the way."
Yeah, what's the issue? Let's get a move on.
A guy about 50, he looks, because he's like kind of receding hairline, but still very vigorous. He eventually says he raises his arm down the road, and he's like kind of like panting heavy. It looks like he's been like going wagon to wagon and people to people, and he's like, it looks quite appreciative of seeing you guys. And he says, "Well, Matt," and he motions his arm and he says, "No one wants to go any farther down the road."
Why not?
And again,
Why
he looks
not?
at that. Again, he looks in that direction, and he says, "Just beyond the rise." He says, "There stands like an old tower. I don't know, 400 or 500 feet off the road."
So, what's the tower?
Well, he says, "There's a giant lurking there."
So,
You're in luck today. If you pay us the nominal fee of 50 gold pieces, we'll take care of that giant for you. We are the giant slayers of Bryn Shander, here to protect you.
perhaps you have not heard of us. Never fear.
Silence. Sing our praises to them, our glad things.
He says, "I don't read the broadsheets."
Well, there's no point in singing in that case.
Everyone reads the broadsheets.
Well, may I introduce myself as I bow low, and then my cloak floats in the breeze as I stand back up straight and say, "I am Nicodemus, the priest of Bacchus, the slayer of the frost giant Queen Truthy, and the defender of Bryn Shander. You are under no threat at all. I will go and deal with this giant for you easily, along with my comrades, of course."
He says, "Well," he says, "when I saw you're armed," he says, "I wanted to come over and talk." He says, He says, "The giant's too close for comfort to the road."
Mm-hmm. And I'll assume that you'll work out the fee with my colleague here. Simon. Come now, oh God, Dome. I want to say Grand. What the hell? I'm
Garl?
blank.
Garl,
Okay.
Garl, the king of the goblins, Giant
Garl.
Slayer, the magnificent gnome personality, the seer through the woods, the mountain climber.
All that and more at a low, low price.
Yes! Just for you today.
You have the charisma and the skills. You handle this.
All right, let's get this over with. Let's go. Let's go talk to this giant.
Onwards to more adventure.
See if we can make some kind of arrangement here.
Yeah, I'm assuming we'll probably talk to the giant and tell him to leave.
If he's a friendly giant. If he's not, well, there'll be a fight.
You guys gonna take the wagon or leave it here with the group? Because Warhol could stay here with it.
Oh, he can watch after the card. We don't bring it all the way down.
I think we should leave the wagon. Yeah.
Yeah, he says, I'll stay and watch the wagon. And he kind of looks around
What's
And all
his
the other-
always yeah.
at all the other strangers.
What's his evil gleam in his eye? Is it
Wicked gleam. A wicked gleam.
Is it worse wicked now?
I don't know, because wicked is almost synonymous with cunning, and he will always be cunning.
Yeah, I
So-
guess.
Mean? Actually, yeah, right now he looks mean. He's got his, deflector shields up, right? Around all these.
Garl will separate from his friends a little bit, try to stay about 20 feet, 25 feet from them
Mhm.
on the one side of the road, and he's going to try to stealth up with his bow to give them cover in case the said giant is so foolish to engage our mighty cleric Nicodemus.
So you guys leave the wagon. You guys walk down the road up this rise. Like I said, I won't even call it a hill. It's just the natural rise of the land.
Yeah.
And you can see
I've got my
that-
shield out, but no weapon drawn.
Why the bluegrass region of Kentucky, where we're famous for horse races, is a rolling landscape.
Yeah.
Not flat,
And
up and down. It's not really hilly either. Just gently, rolling. Yeah, exactly what you're describing.
And mostly grass. Just you could see copses of trees here and there,
Is it
bushes
bluegrass?
here and there. But
Is
pardon
it
me?
bluegrass? Bluegrass?
There are parts. What? It's true. Natural prairie, it's not all homogeneous.
No.
It's not all flat.
No. And the different types of grasses all compete. So you'll have a few acres of this type of grass, and then maybe a few miles of this type, but in fact, that's a big deal right now because, when people think about Saskatchewan, they think of it as flat, and it's not, right? Like I said, half of it is forest, and the other half is everything.
Forest can be flat. Forest can be hilly. That doesn't necessarily mean either way.
Yeah, but we're boreal forest, all Canadian Shield, so it's all
Oh, that's pretty flat.
it's all rock. Rock and boreal forest is north.
Yeah.
And then south, it's everything. It's like hills and dunes and flat and just everything. But they are actually doing all these environmental things now to save the natural prairie. Because everyone thinks about rainforest, about lost habitat. There's only something like 10 or 15% of the natural prairie in North America now.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is all cornfield.
Yeah.
Which is a
And-
type of grass, I suppose. But,
Yeah.
You know,
But we have lots, well, not lots of it, but the most of it. Most of that 10, 15%, lots of it, like it's
it's
in
there. 'cause
Western
they're not here
Canada.
no more.
Yeah. So, and it was just neat because they're talking about the different types of grasses. It's like India. Like, we even have, like, the 10-foot high fucking grasses, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
everything. It's kind of cool. Like, just everything. So, yeah, there is bluegrass here and there. There is green grass and yellower grasses. You know, you can see it makes like a tapestry. But as you guys make it across this rise, the hill again, or the land again, gently goes down, and you can see that, like, yeah, indeed, there is an old tower. It looks like the top is hewn off, and there is other rubble around. And it's not like right there, like it's like a few 100 feet away. And off to the side of the road, think of like a, it's probably about 500 feet away from you and about 500, 400 feet off the road. You can see it off to your left. And in the sky, above that tower, you can see,
They're clouds.
no, just some birds flying lazy circles around it. And
Is quiet up there too?
Can I make a nature check to determine what kind of birds they are? Or something along those lines? I wanna know what kind of
you may.
Okay. That would be a fucking 1, natural 1. Total of 8, if that matters. I rolled a 1.
They look quite large. Like, not large size, but, it's not like just,
Okay.
like they would be medium
Birds.
size.
Big birds. Got it.
That's what they are.
Okay. Gar will, seeing the birds, he'll take his staff and he'll go ahead and have it, he'll expend 1 charge and have it make a eagle's shriek.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a big bird. Eagles are big birds, too. They could be related.
I just want to find my...
Do we see the giant?
No, but as you guys are like, walking closer, at first you think it's like maybe the rumble of thunder or something. But you then realize oh, sorry, they are still small. These
Okay.
Birds.
Still pretty good-sized birds, though, right?
But big, yeah. Like,
Good-sized for a bird. I mean, we're not talking crows.
no, exactly. Like, they're at least like a vulture or something, right? Big.
Pretty big.
Turkey buzzard.
But as you're kind of like walking closer, you kind of hear something. And at first, you think like, oh, maybe it's like thunder or something. Other than the strange timbre, and Michael, you Nicodemus actually recognizes some words. It actually sounds like, I mean, it sounds terrible. Like, you guys like, what the hell? Like, like I said, is that thunder? Is it like a wagon coming? Is it? And you realize, no, it's singing.
A giant singing.
Yes, very.
This could be either very good or very bad.
But it sounds like a cow that's like broken its leg or something.
No wonder we were confused.
You should harmonize with the giant sounds.
Excuse me?
Possibly a student.
Why not? You could teach him.
It's Gonna need a lot more than teaching.
But Gar will be on the one side of the road opposite of Nicodemus, and he's still going to, after he makes that bird call from his staff, he'll go, the eagle screech, he'll go and he'll hide and stealth and continue to stealth up, trying to stay about that 25 feet max away from Nicodemus.
Companions, yeah. Your with your diminutive size, it's easy to move amongst like the tall grasses and occasional shrubbery. You guys gonna continue approaching the tower to any particular distance or just anything? So we're not.
Approach until I see something that makes me not want to approach it sooner. AKA, I'll be looking for the giant. And I'll probably announce myself once I get into shouting distance. I'll yell to it in giant, "Hail, who goes there?"
Okay. As you guys are like approaching, and you guys get within to like whatever bow shot of it, and, you really begin to hear, Michael, that it's a fucking giant singing, and it's singing horribly. And all you kind of get from it is...
Can I make out lyrics?
Moog sad. Hog gone. Gaw bad. All done.
Gone. Go bad. All done.
Yeah.
I think he's
Well,
saying
what-
all the goblins are gone.
No, I don't think so.
Well, if he is, oh my goodness,
Moog
what would that mean
sad.
for his
Alright,
greenness?
yeah, our
He's
goblin
sad
king
because
friend here.
Hog is gone. Hog is
Gaw
gone.
bad.
I think Gall's a person. Another giant per se. Gaw bad. Gaw is bad. Is this what I'm
I'm
making
so
out?
sad. It's like I'm eating rocks. It's the first time you ever heard a giant use a simile.
Uh-huh. Hey there.
Okay, that's serious.
Hey
Yeah.
there, Gaw. Or what was his name? Who's sad? Who's sad?
You?
You
How,
sad?
so how far away are you from the tower?
I'll get closer until I can make out more and hey.
Yeah,
saying,
I wanna know how far. Like, what's that? Like 20 feet or 100 feet? Like,
I'll go 20 feet.
okay.
Close
And
enough to talk, close enough to yell. I'll keep going. However, if he's not responding, I'll keep going forward.
So
Until
as soon as you shout, it could even, even just because it's let's just say at 30 feet. When you shout, the singing just stops dead, and you hear like that echo roll off in the distance of the booming voice, and you could see this tower. It's about 3/4 of a tower. Like the top of it is gone, and you can see there is like rubble just here and there. And you then see, as if standing inside the tower, you see the head peek up over, and then like the shoulders and just up part of the body. You could see stands a hill giant. Like it looks like it's standing in the tower, and it peeks over where the blasted off roof was.
raise my hands up. Just raise the hands up. Hey, I come in peace.
And you see,
In giant, I'll say it in giant. I come in peace in giant.
it looks at all of you, and its mouth opens slack, and a big stream of drool just rolls down the lip. A big string.
Yeah, he may be a bit of work, Silence, but yeah, I'm sure I've got faith in you.
What seems to be the problem there?
You can teach him
and
things.
its large hand like slaps the wall, and it breaks off one of the rocks. And what do you say, Michael?
I come in peace. What seems to be the problem there?
Roll me a charisma check.
Okay. Just charisma.
Like persuasion.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'm not really-
Garl,
If you don't make this DC, and I'll tell you it's a DC of 12, and if you don't make it, we'll roll initiative.
I made it 22.
Oh, you roll good.
Yeah, 18 on the die.
Garl will train his bow up at the giant after seeing them break off some stone.
I'm okay with rolling initiative.
You like you say, you know, what's wrong? And this giant stance,
Why so
like I said,
close?
sees you can see the jewel. It breaks off the rock, but you shout to it in giant, and you can see that it hesitates, and it's. You guys could all clearly recognize this as a hill giant. Don't think of a hill giant as like a person in like a caveman outfit. If you were to make a hill giant proportion, like the same size as a human, it doesn't look much like a human at all. It's got like a big meaty face. Its forehead slopes right off, right from its eyebrows. Like big meaty lips, jowls. It's, although hill giants are like the smallest of the actual giants, it is so barrel chested and wide shouldered that, like I said, you would never mistake this thing for a human. Its eyes, although, pardon me?
How tall is it?
Oh shit, Michael, I don't know. A hill giant.
All right.
16 feet?
Size.
Something
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
I think they're 16 feet.
Hill giant size. Good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Although it looks very dim-witted, its eyes still look deadly. Like when its eyes are scanning over you guys and it's deciding on what to do. You know, it's quite a scary sight, like to make eye contact with this thing. I said, even though it's dim-witted, it still looks very deadly. And who are you? It shouts, "Who are you?"
Oh. Well,
A giant.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Nicodemus, cleric of Bacchus, defender of Branchander, and slayer of the frost giant Queen Trufi. These are my companions, fellow defenders of the frost giant, defenders of Branchander, and repelling of the frost giants in many of their raids. As long as friends as Afur, the cloud giant, who took us there.
And you could tell.
Yeah.
You could see its fingers like white knuckling on that rock in its hand. And it says, "What want?" in a harsher voice.
Well, we were wondering what you're doing here. Explain yourself.
Moog sad.
Why is Mook sad?
Oh, bad. Oh, gone. Sing song.
Hog gone? Are you referring to a pig?
Vacant look. And I say she because you notice when she raises her one hand, she slaps her chest. You see that she slaps the in between what would be two massive yet saggy bosoms under the furs that are stretched over the snake's body. That's when you realize that she says, "Mook sad, God bad," and then you see her duck down.
I don't want to
And
get close.
shortly after, like only seconds after, she must have scrambled down. You see her walk around the tower. She's outside of the tower.
Okay, so we
She has
can
come
get it.
out onto the ground. She's standing beside the tower, but she has come out of it. But she's like, near the tower, near the rubble and stuff. And she's just...
But Mog, I'd just like you to know that your presence here is scaring these caravans of people down the road there, you see? And they cannot pass, or will not pass if you are here. So we were wanting to negotiate terms for you to move along somewhere else, so that these people may pass. Now, if there's something Mog wants, like it's gone, if there's something that you would like us to find, if you know where it went, maybe we can help you acquire it, get it back.
God take Hog.
Well, can we take Hog back from God? We can assist you with this.
I think she's talking about someone who's dead.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm assuming some Gog is another hill giant who took Hog.
God big! God so big! And see she expands her arms like just, God so big!
And? Is he bigger than the frost giant?
No!
Queen
God she! No he!
Gashi, okay. Well, I've determined that the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
That's a good thing that Garl can't speak giant.
She reaches over and pulls a bush off the ground and eats it. Just like she, just like you grab like a, some, peanuts out of a dish and just,
Do you know where Gog is? Do you know where Gog go? Where Gog go? Can you lead us there?
Me think. And you can tell she is thinking. The brow furrows and there is actual pain on that face. And again picks up another bush. Pulls it out by the roots. Stuffs that into her mouth. Putting like half of her hand in there.
Although she's only eating bushes.
Moog show you.
Excellent, Moog. Let's go there in just 1 minute. In the interim, just wait for a second while my comrade here, Silence, goes over and tells those people they may safely be on their way. And then I'll say in English only, and be sure to collect our fee.
Okay.
And Michael, if you say that you're going to help, she just turns around and she begins walking.
Wait!
Away from the road.
Okay.
And Garl will stealth behind, staying 25 feet away from Nicodemus.
Yeah, she's not like walking fast or anything.
Okay.
In fact, she starts like, sees more of those like bushes and is eating them.
We'll give a couple minutes. Can Silence run over there and grab some cash first before we head on our way following her? Is that possible, or is that just not going to happen?
No, if she wants to.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll walk over there then.
You approach and you can see like, there's like a group of guys just on the other side of the rise, kind of watching, and they're like, what? Where is it going? What's going on?
Hello, nothing you have to worry about. It's only lost something. Don't worry, it's not any of you, anything you have. And you don't need to be worried about eating it. The giant is only interested in eating bushes, so you're not on the menu. And, well, I believe you can continue on with your journey. But a little bit of a thank you would be very nice. It took some convincing of the giant to tell us what was the problem and convince them again that we're going to help them get out of the way, kind of help them move along.
Okay. Roll me I don't know, a charisma, a persuasion, I would suppose.
Yeah, I'd say charisma would be best for that.
Yeah, charisma persuasion.
So that's a +4. Will that take proficiency bonus as well, or?
Yeah. Well, if you're proficient in it, if you.
Persuasion. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. What did I put down?
I think you are.
Well, if she's not, it's her jack of all trades.
It would be under Jack of all trades.
It's
yes.
going to be either 2 or 3.
Performs perception, deception, sleight of hand, stealth, acrobatics, intimidation. That's under feats.
Oh my.
Skills, yeah. No, that's right.
It's not quite under my feats, but wouldn't it be covered under Jack of all trades?
No, you read it. Didn't you just read it? Skills, didn't you? Are you proficient in it?
Performance, perception, deception, sleight of hand, stealth, acrobatics, intimidation.
Not persuasion.
Oh, not persuasion.
Yep. Plus 6 total then.
Yeah, exactly.
Still plus 6 instead of a plus 7.
Yeah, die 20 plus 6.
Die 20 plus 6. I'll take an inspiration on that.
I should have used inspiration when I rolled a 1 on the birds. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, my first roll was 9, and we're not going to get much out of that.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I dropped out there for a bit.
Okay, so I pulled an inspiration, rolled again, and got a 26.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. They are able to pull together 36 gold pieces.
Hey!
That's worth it. Thank you very much, sirs. Thank you very much. You should be able to get to your destination in no time.
Well, they hope. They hope.
So I guess I shall return to my group, divide out the winnings, and are we bringing along our friend, the Weevil?
Oh yeah, he'll come along with the wagon, at least come over the rise.
Okay.
So we're going off trail now, huh?
Huh?
We're going off trail.
Yep.
I mean,
It's
it's
going
just
to be
rolling
difficult for
hills.
the cart.
Not a big deal. It's just rolling hills.
Unless you told him to go ahead.
Nah, he can come with us.
Okay.
It's rolling hills. Shouldn't be so difficult for a cart.
Okay, like you guys can see, like the rest of the wagons go, and some of them it's kind of comical how fast they actually go down the road, get well out of sight. And the giant's there, and she's like eating stuff, and you can see that she actually stands upright at one point and whips a rock, and you hear like the squeal of a deer as it gets killed
Ah.
by a rock. She runs over there and she picks it up and she literally just shoves it to her mouth, and just eats it. Right, like legs, hooves, horns, everything. And after this, and then she's like eating bushes, and you can see it. She's like still smacking and licking her lips with the blood on her lips, and she sees you all again, and she reaches down for a rock, and she says, "Who are you?"
We are the ones going to help you find Gob to get Hog back. Remember, we are the powerful giant slayers you have hired.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh, fucking bullshit.
She's forgetful, isn't she?
I'm ready for pulling it.
Hair giants are not the brightest.
I have a goldfish.
7, and I'm not going to roll inspiration on this. I want to
Oh
take
no!
that.
Actually, yeah.
Total of 7.
Yeah, and it looks like she's gonna chuck a rock. Eating that deer, she just, yeah. She's not. Yeah.
All right. As long as we got her away from anybody, so it's no collateral damage.
Yeah, no, the wagons have moved on. You guys are like still like within like 100 feet of the tower. She hasn't gone anywhere. She's been wandering around eating. And like I said, the deer, just that bit of like warm blood and fresh meat. She looks hungry. She looks like she's hungry right now.
Not good.
And
Carl will go ahead and do something stupid.
What?
He's going to cast Goodberry.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll step out from where he was stealthing at and have it in his small little hand and kind of present it up to her. Since he doesn't speak giant, he's going to do it to the traditional with the hand out with the berry on it, and then with his other hand he'll pinch it on down like a chicken's beak and go in towards his mouth to eat it.
Yeah. Roll me charisma, persuasion.
Ready? Let's see here. Persuasion. Not his stellar one, but that's a dirty 20. Damn, rolled a 19. Only get a +1 on.
So she looks like she's gonna throw a rock at you, Nicodemus, when seemingly out of nowhere appears Garl standing at her feet. At Garl, you see, when she notices you, she looks down and you offer her this berry. There's a moment of contemplation on her face, as like you can see like her eyes scrunch in confusion. She smacks her lips, and then she reaches down. And she plucks this berry and she eats it.
Okay. And Garl will smile and just give her a wink.
And you can see like, the little like exclamation point over her head when she's like, "Oh, that tastes good." And she looks down at you like questioningly. She basically wants more.
Garl will look to the left and to the right and then look up at her and smile off the side of his mouth, like give her 2 winks. He'll reach into his pouch and pull out one more and hand it up to her.
Okay, she eats it. Oh. It looks like she wants one more.
And Garl will open his arms and say, "That's it. in common. He's just saying, that's it. I'm empty. But he'll give a smile and a wink.
Well, she looks forlorn. But you could eat 2 good berries. Probably has sated her enough where she hasn't raged over it. And then she
Oh,
just
thank
starts
goodness.
wandering off.
And Garl in common will say, goodbye, my sweet love. Come back. Come back.
That's going to be a difficult one to explain to your greenness.
Well, yeah, it might be, but you know what? We compartmentalize her over in this one side. It will build a stronger alliance across the front. Alliance, 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 just like that cloud giant. An alliance.
You're
I
painfully
know she was
optimistic.
sweet on me.
Whatever you think, mate.
So it looks like with those 2 good berries, like the magic of the good berries has sated her appetite enough. And she seems to have like no recollection of your guys' like bargain or anything. And she literally is just wandering away. Like you guys, it's up to you guys what you want to do.
Did we
Where's-
get enough
You guys
information
are just
to know
there
what
standing
to
near
do?
the tower. You can see the tower has like the door is long gone, but you can see that there's a boulder pushed in front of the door. It looks like she closed it with a boulder. And it looks like that the main story is all like intact and the upper story is like where it's blown off. And you can see that like facing to the east is like where the lowest part is. It looks like she was sitting up there just gazing out to the east, singing her song. And the bottom, like the ground level where the door is, has been sealed with a boulder. And she's literally just meandering off kind of north.
She's headed north.
Meandering. Still, and you still see she's still putting stuff in her mouth.
Hey, Garl, do you think you could track her if we need to find her again?
Probably. I mean, she's leaving quite a lot of evidence with tearing up the forest. The sweet little wench. She's destroying my forest, but somewhat. But that makes it easy to track her. But I'd say,
Okay, I didn't describe her good enough then, because even Garl, you'd feel like you'd be taking a bullet. Like she was like
anything for you described her pretty good. Garl's willing to do anything for the team on this. Because of his thought process and character build through this was he's taken these moments to try to be that Don Juan confidence type rogue in a way to build the alliances. No real heartthrob, but he'll do whatever makes things work for him to protect him, type of thing. But Garl would suggest, let's go back to the tower and check it out. We may find a new home that we can just do some minor constructions and open up a guild.
Yeah, I was thinking there might be treasure in there. Maybe we should check it out. I just wanted to make sure we wouldn't lose her, that you could find her, track her down if need be.
I agree. Let's head back to the tower.
Obviously, Val's
Fuck her,
bold
let
enough to
wander
put a
off.
stone in the way, so yes.
All right, give me a hand with this rock.
Well, is there any?
I will. What's your strength? What's your strength? Out of character. What's your strength, Nicodemus?
Better than yours.
Any Any little
I have a-
holes around the rock and the door jamb that
There is a
possibly
big enough gap where you think you could squeeze through, Garl.
All right, I'll help you then, Nicodemus, and we'll try and get this.
and what Garl will do is say, "Let me sneak in on the other side,
All right. You
and then
sneak in.
as you guys kind of push or pull, I'll push from the inside."
All right.
Yeah, you can
10.
get down on your belly and squeeze right through. It is like a tight squeeze, but you can do it.
All right.
You get inside, and it's completely dark. Or, sorry, it's not dark, because there's light streaming in from above where there's a hole between the floors.
Okay.
Where, you can see that, like, remnants of stairs around the edge go up to the top floor where there's a hole with light streaming through. And that hole is big enough to fit a giant. And even the floor difference, there's probably about 12 feet, 15 feet. It's like slate tile floors. There's dust and debris, or dirt and debris all over.
Yeah.
Probably even some evidence of wildlife. Small things seeking shelter in here and whatnot. What do you want to do?
Garl will say, "On 3, guys.
All right.
1, 2,
We're all gonna die.
3." And Garl will try to push from his side, and hopefully his companions are pulling or pushing from their side. See if we can move this thing.
You guys can move that rock eventually. Like I said, I'm not gonna make you make check after check.
All 3 of us. Yeah. Eventually we
Yeah. Moves out of the way. Like I said, it's enough to seal the door. It looks like she just rolls it in front when she wants to.
Hey, we got a huge rock, guys. Munchkin item.
Yeah. Put that on the cart.
And don't think of like a round boulder, right? It's more like a slab. It looks like, again, one of the stones that probably made up the upper parts of the tower itself, right? Light comes pouring in. When that rock is moved, you guys can.
Garl will go, "Whew! And were you guys pushing or pulling? Because I worked awful hard getting that boulder out by myself."
Oh, you can even tell that, like, you can even smell like the giant here still, like just that she's been here.
Rough.
You'll smell her.
Her perfume lingers on the air, fellas.
All right. Let's give
And when
this
he says that, it makes you guys actually puke a little bit in the back.
You do you, Garl. You do you.
But don't involve us.
throw in my mouth.
Garl
smells.
First, though.
She smells somewhere, but she smells somewhere like a combination, like if a latrine had a baby with a arbitoire or whatever it's called.
Oh, a porta potty that's fairly full in 142-degree weather.
Yeah.
With the sun beating on it.
Yeah.
Aren't you happy?
Next to the gut pile.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find anything useful in here.
Oh, and the fish gutting shack. and the bathtub full of sour milk.
Ooh, sour milk. Great for baking. Garl will say.
Smell is the least powerful sense. You will eventually become nose blind to it and not even notice.
We have ourselves a new home, guys. We got to stake a claim.
If she doesn't come back.
Well,
No, but
Actually,
then we defend our home.
you actually
just-
hear her way in the distance. You just hear her voice again. Kind of shout. And it doesn't take long before you realize she's singing again.
Dog bad, gaw bad, take dog. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel so bad. I feel like I ate rocks.
So bad, I feel like I rock.
but Garl will kind of start searching down here on this floor.
Do we find a sword of giant slaying?
I'll be a bit random.
You find 5 of them. And
Awesome.
Wishful thinking.
no, but you guys can make a perception.
Okay, we found one.
Oh,
We
that
found
was
one of
me.
the hill giant chiefs standing. So
Hey, Carl, will you help me look around so I can roll a perception with advantage?
Yeah.
I am
look-
glad I have perception as one of my feats.
Oh, I have that would be a 21 total.
Okay.
Garl's looking for like deer antlers.
That would be cool too. A nice rack of antlers.
Not in here. The only thing you find of significance here is that, like, if you take like the remnants of the stairs up, which are safe enough if you go one at a time. If you come up to the second story, you can see how like you have like the view to the east, and it looks like you can even see like a big ass grease stain on the edge of the hole. So it looks like she just sits there dangling her feet down in the hole, singing, and you could see that like there is actually a big bag made out of a skin of some sort of animal. You don't know if it's like a horse or a cow or a giant goat or what, but it's literally just like a raw skin that's been like tied up or roughly stitched up with like a tree root just to make a bag out of it, and it's got just stuff in it.
Oh my god, she's going to
Like-
be back for this.
And
So
like I said, there's a greasy ass stain where you could see where she was sitting singing, and you still hear her singing. And if you look out, you could actually see in the distance where she's still kind of lingering around singing. Like
Garl will tell his compadres, you search that bag and whatnot. I'll get up off this ledge where I can see, and I want to keep an eye on her, which way she's going. Whether I see her or not, I'll wait for those trees or bushes to be pushed back or disappear from her appetite.
yeah, I'll go through the bag while he keeps an eye on her.
okay, I'm actually going to. We're gonna roll.
roll on the giant bag table.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
So
yours.
I think I'm gonna need 3 percentiles.
All right. All right. 88.
11.
Okay, what was the first one?
88.
In silence, why don't you roll the last one of the 3?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. 24.
Okay, 88, 24, and what?
11.
Okay, there's an old iron cooking pot.
Woo-hoo.
It's rusted and battered up, but it would hold water. And it's like a big one, right? Like it's not like an actual giant size. It would just be like a big one a person would have in their kitchen. It looks like it's just not a cauldron, just cylindrical, just
Doggone.
but quite battered up though. Uh, ugh, a giant-sized pair of old sandals.
Ugh.
Oh, sweet.
Uh, and they're little more than just like fucking slabs of like wood with like some sort of hide for thongings. And again, when I say hide, none of this stuff is like cured, right? Like this bag is literally like sticky inside still with like like with like fat and and it like you can smell the rancidity of it and like yeah, like how like rancid fat turns gummy, like it's like the hair is falling out of it and
Lovely.
Yes, one
like
of
it's
those
not
days.
it's not cured leather, none of it.
Every time I reach into these giant bags, thinking I might find something good, and it's all disgusting.
You did. You found a pot. Found a pot. You found some sandals, and a bag that has hair falling out that you can use for a fire starter.
Oh, this is kind of a neat one.
Nice, one of us is happy.
You find a beehive.
Ooh.
Hopefully with dead bees.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't have bees anymore.
Is there any honey in it?
That's why she took it. Yep.
I can make meat out of this.
I knew Nicodemus would have a use.
Beehive.
And you realize, she probably forgot it was there, right?
Yeah, she probably did.
And she's probably hungry, but not that hungry. Because if she was hungry enough, she probably would have ate her whole bag, right? She just would.
Yeah.
And you hear the singing. It almost sounds like she's coming back, but not quickly, right? She's not like rushing back, but it does sound like she's meandering back. It almost seems like she hangs out at this tower once in a while. And
hey guys, I see the trees off in the distance moving, and they look like might be coming this way. So
just by her song getting
somewhat, and you hear that melody, that sweet melody.
Oh, melody is a stretch.
Let's get out of here.
Yowling.
Do we stand and defend our new guild hall?
You got a heartbroken fucking hill giant singing the blues. She lost her man to another woman, is what you can get from it.
This is our guild hall now, right? We got. Come on, I'm not forced on you like 3 sessions. I want to find something.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because your audio really broke up really bad. It turned into like nothing to me.
He was speaking giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got to defend our new guild hall, right?
If this is our new guild hall, you're cleaning it.
You get high enough level, you guys could fix it up.
Hey, we got.
But as I was saying,
gold pieces.
You guys are kind of looking at Nicodemus. You're the one who you noticed. Like I imagine Garl's like on the top floor, kind of scoping stuff out, and he's kind of keeping an eye on her. Nicodemus, you're inside like in the dimmer light. because of like the, like you're indoors. Now I gotta find my fucking thing again. That was terrible of me.
I'm loving it. We had an encounter and we didn't have combat. We actually avoided combat by using our skills and our brains.
We've avoided a lot of combat that way.
That's a good thing.
Yep. Means we're not dead.
Well, I know Nicodemus come awful close to it. Far I think did, but we were lucky enough to get her back. It's pretty bad when you're a fiend and they don't even want you back. They send you back.
Yeah.
You're looking around, Michael, and you kind of don't see much. There's just debris. There's an old bucket, and fucking skeleton is some type of some small animal, right? You don't know if it's a squirrel or a gopher, or baby fucking chipmunk. You don't know what the fuck, right? You're just looking around and kind of. You walk to the middle of the room, and you kind of look up at that hole, just to see where Garl is, and your little clip-cloppity hooves on these slate tiles. This one tile is kind of cracked, and when you step on it, it almost has a different tone. And you just...
Trapdoor.
Yeah, like when you look down, like you step on it, and just the clip-clop of your hooves clip-clops different on it, a slightly different timbre to it.
Oh,
and you look down, and it's kind of cracked, and you kind of kick it with your hoof, and just the way that the broken part kind of wobbles and kind of makes a different sound. And you decide, and you reach down, and you lift up this cracked tile, and underneath it is a compartment with a box. An old, dusty box.
Hey guys, she's coming on back. We defending and running.
I'm looking at this. I'm going to take it out of the thing and dust it off a bit and then call for silence.
Yeah, right now you guys still got a little bit of time, but you are keeping an eye on her, Garl, so she won't surprise you or nothing. But yeah, you're pretty confident that she's gonna end up meandering her way back here at some point, but whether it's like a minute or 20 minutes, you don't know.
Garl will make it sound sooner than later.
Make it sound eminent.
Yeah, to his party. Trying to get them rolling on, do we defend or do we run? Get that decision.
Silence, do you see any runes on this box? I'm going to call her over to inspect it with me. Do you see any runes on this box? Is it magic?
Silence, you walk over, and you can see Nicodemus is down on one knee, and he's lifted up one of these slate floor tiles, or at least half of it. You can see it's broken, how it's geometric on the sides, but it's got the one side. He has it lifted up, and he flips it over, and it makes a smack clatter as it hits the other stone. But you can see that there is indeed a wooden box down there with metal straps binding it, and it looks old. It looks old and water damaged, and over time, the rainwater's gotten into here, damaged the wood, and it just looks like it's been sitting here a long time.
Oh, fuck it. Okay. He's got me convinced. She's going to come imminently. Instead of trying to do a ritual to detect magic, I'm going to use a fucking spell slot and cast detect magic. Hope you're happy.
You cast detect magic, and the box does not emit magic. But contents inside do.
Oh.
You can tell there's magic inside. You can tell. 'Cause
Okay.
it's only old wood. You can tell through that.
Well, unless you see any traps or anything, I suggest we take this box and run before she gets back.
As if it's a good
It's up
idea.
to
I've got thief tools if you need to get into it. I don't think I can detect
I think we can take
traps.
her.
I mean, if this has been here for so long, she probably didn't even notice it was here.
Roll me an intelligence investigation, Nicodemus or silence.
She's getting closer, guys.
My
I need an
intelligence is
answer.
11, so if yours is higher, I suggest you do it.
What's you?
My intelligence is at 11, so no
Mine's 8.
modifiers.
So.
Yeah, but you get a +2 for jack of all trades, or maybe you're proficient. I don't think you're proficient. You didn't list that off in your list of proficiencies. But you get a +2. You roll it.
+2, okay. Oh, let's see, we go. 120 +2.
Yep. And
I've
I
got
called you over.
16.
There, when you are like kind of investigating it, it doesn't look like there's any trap or anything, and it looks too old to be placed here by her. Like, it looks like it's been sitting here like 100 years. You know, it just looks like it was put away, and whoever put it there, you know, no one else knew, and it's been there a long time.
Are there any traps?
And Michael, you can hear Garl saying she's coming closer, but you're listening, and you can hear by her singing that she's still in the area. But it doesn't sound like she's like approaching. It sounds like it's Garl being Garl, but but you're also listening to her song, right? Like it's, and you're
Roll a deception check, Carl. I'm going to check.
but like you're listening to her song, and
Oh, I love that. That's a 23 on my deception.
Shit, I think she's coming. All right, let's grab it and go. Grab it and go. Let's go.
Okay,
Go,
we're
go.
getting stuff and going.
We're grabbing. I'm taking this box with me. I'm ignoring the stuff in the bag. If anybody else wants to grab it, they can. Let's go.
All right.
Carl's
If I see-
gonna come pat down those stairs. All right, which way?
All right. I've got my shield out, and so are we running or are we fighting? I'd like to fight.
It looks like they're running there. Far eye.
I mean, why? Why fight?
Fun.
Risking our life.
the box and everything. You know, the box is like a couple. Oh, how big did they say?
Ooh,
It's a small chest, right?
We've got to rise up to the challenge of our rivals.
Don't start
Yeah.
quoting that song.
now, Roland.
Mhm.
The bones of the small animal.
Yeah.
Were they up on the top of the tower or down on that bottom floor?
No, bottom floor, just
Okay, so I don't know
again,
they're there.
near the wall.
Yeah, I don't know they're there, so I won't mess with them.
Oh, do you know what? It would be hard for you to notice them at all. It really wouldn't. Like, even coming down the stairs, you'd probably just notice them in the debris along the wall. Like, there's just
So
it
and
wouldn't be.
with Garl patting down
It looks
there.
like raccoon. You know, it looks like raccoon skeleton.
Okay, he'll take two of the.
Like, in fact, that's what you think. You're like, oh, look, a raccoon skull, or you know.
He'll take two of the leg bones.
Mhm.
Like the front or rear femurs,
Mhm.
and put them in his pouch and then rush on off.
I'm just saying, she's getting annoyed being here. And then I follow.
Because Carl's thought is, I can make some good whistles with those.
Michael, you run carrying this chest. You run to the wagon. Put it in the wagon. Orville's like, what? Where'd you find that?
In the tower.
In the wear of a powerful dragon.
Do you recognize any symbols on here? Mad Eye?
Nah, it's just a old wooden chest. Nothing fancy about it.
We're on the wagon and rolling away. Let's give her open. Does it open, or do we need the assistance of the locksmith?
You do not need any skills to open it.
Okay.
But if you guys are gonna leave, how do I do this? No. You guys can go. You guys won't even. Those two good berries sated her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those two good berries make all the difference, because the way that thing reads, she's got no reason to. Okay. Yep. You guys can leave, and you just hear her singing, and that's the gist you get from her song. Is that she lost her man to another woman. Michael, the thing that you find that I was going to say before when you found the chest, is that the thing you find most intriguing about the song, is that it sounds like whoever took her man, Gaw, hasn't just taken her man, but has taken all the men.
Oh.
Ooh, that's not good.
So
Gaw
you
has
think
taken
it's
all the men.
That's very bad news.
I don't think that's this is about Levitts that they're being conscripted.
Could be.
Ooh, that's not good.
I'm glad Garl doesn't understand giant.
Yeah, because that's the thing, right? You're just thinking, lost your man to another woman until you kind of realize that, Nicodemus, right? You kind of realize that she is talking that they're all gone. All the men are gone. God took them all. So she's so lonely, it feels like she's been eating rocks.
Garl is here. Garl winked, smiled at her.
Okay, you guys eventually join up with the road. Nicodemus, you open up this chest. It smells of like mildew and stale water. You open it up. You hear the chink, and you see that there is 300 silver pieces.
Money. There's 4 of us, right? Oh, Mad
Yeah.
Eye. That's 5. That's
Don't forget
60.
we need to divide up the 35 gold.
Oh.
36.
Oh, sorry, 36.
Oh, that's 35 would have been easier. It's 7 gold each. 7 gold and.
Well, don't forget we got Cloud too that's flying above, more or less.
Then
Correct.
you have to get Mad Eye share, so that would be 7.
Yeah, so 5 each then.
Extra for silence for acquiring it.
Sure.
So I guess 6 then. Okay.
Might as well go for bio. I'll be right back.
All right.
Silver pieces.
How many silver pieces was it again?
300. So
300.
That's 7. That would be 43 or 40. Technically, it would be 42 each and 6 extra. Let's just go with there's 300. There's 301 silver pieces. So 301 silver pieces. So it works out nicely that there are
42 then.
Yeah, so there's 43 silver pieces for everybody, which gives me 48 total silver pieces
Okay.
I'm up to 53.
and
silver
23.
pieces.
That's
You
all.
got what?
23 gold pieces, 48 silver pieces, and 2 coppers.
I have 272 gold pieces.
Oh, I have more gold. I also have 4 $100 100 gold piece diamonds.
I should probably buy some of those more expensive spell components.
I didn't buy them. I don't remember where I got them from. Or did we buy them? I think I bought them.
Doesn't matter, I guess.
How did I get 23 gold pieces and you only have 2?
I have 272 gold pieces.
Oh, 232 gold pieces.
272.
Okay. Okay, how do I only have 23 and you have 200?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't really spending anything because I wanted to save up for plate mail, but then I just got given Mistral footplays, so.
I haven't really bought anything. I think I'm saving for an emergency.
So, to go to the fields.
Oh, we could kill a hill giant quite easily.
Huh?
We could kill a hill giant quite easily.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll put her
that's
out
what
of her
I'm-
misery,
That's
but
what I was saying. We could take the hell giant.
Yeah.
What I miss?
I'm saying
We
I was
divvied up
saying
the gold.
we could kill a hell giant easy enough at our level.
Oh, I would say so.
I'm not sure if it's a mercy to kill her. I mean, she's so sad, but
Yeah.
hmm.
Oh, okay. So, by the way, there was the 300 silver pieces, and what else?
And 2 items from magic item table B.
Let me open that up then.
So we got roll
You know
for it.
what? I don't know if a good DM would like roll that beforehand or.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
I always like letting the players roll it.
Let's let the silence do some rolling. I don't even want to. Do I have to open my?
I've got the table up if someone wants to roll.
Okay. What's the first thing you need to roll? Do you need a D20?
It's just a D100 from what I can see.
D100? All right. 100.
Hell yeah!
That is a wand of secrets, whatever that is.
I don't know.
Check secret doors.
All right, second item.
Well,
I'll roll it.
okay.
Second item, 16.
A potion of fire breath.
Hey. That's handy.
Yep. And they tell me the entire backstory about that chest, but there's
Oh,
no
awesome.
there's no way you could possibly ever know. So
Yeah, what's the-
Okay,
Yeah.
D&D Beyond. Wand of Secrets. The wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 of its charges. And if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you. Wand regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Okay,
Notes
so it tells you
action.
there's a trap here, but not what it is or what it does.
which is still way better than the spellfind traps, because
Yeah.
spellfind traps just go, is there a trap? Yes. Is there a trap around here? Yes. Doesn't even tell you where.
At least if the wand, it will tell you.
I know. That's what I'm
So
saying.
that's
At
quite
least
cool.
the wand tells you where. I hate that spell. I don't even understand that.
So,
Who wants it? Is it, does it need attunement?
It sounds like something my character
it
would
doesn't
have,
say,
but how's
it doesn't
everyone
say
else?
so here. It doesn't say so. What I can see.
It sounds like one of those items that anyone can use.
Yeah, like the
Very
one
much.
that smiles doesn't need attunement either. It's just
It just
Huh?
smiles and winks at us. Like
Yeah.
Val.
no. It forces someone to smile 3 times, and then it turns into the one with scowls.
Oh, I've got that.
Yeah.
Night Silence has asked for it. Is anybody else? Like, I'm okay with it.
I'm good.
I'm
So,
good.
Do you want
Alright.
so one of the secrets goes to Silence?
Yeah.
Wand of Secrets.
Now,
And,
of the 3 of us, who gets the potion of fire breathing?
I mean, I'd
That's
be
a
willing
cool
to take it.
I think we should give it to Garl. It will cause the most damage in his hands.
No.
Garl,
don't
no,
want
Garl's
no
a ranged character. He'd be
Yeah.
he'd be too far away for.
Let's say
fire
that should be for someone who's like almost more up in combat.
Yeah,
I was making a joke
but-
there, but never mind.
No, that's okay.
We got it.
And I should keep my mouth shut, but I just love this stuff.
that's why I was suggesting me, because I'm kind of the tanky type character here.
I'm
And
okay
I
with
was-
that. Too.
And I was almost thinking that it would work out for almost anyone. I could see a benefit for anyone.
Yeah, it's pretty much universally,
Yeah.
not a bad thing to have.
Yeah.
Like I mean, Far Eye because you're tanky, Silence because it would be a nice little ace up her sleeve.
Yeah, she doesn't have much offensive capability until then.
Nicodemus, just because. I mean, come on, you're drinking alcohol, you're breathing fire.
I mean,
Still transform into a giant ape as the polymorph and drink that potion and breathe fire as a giant ape. That would be cool.
Yeah. And
You can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. The target must make a
Yeah.
DC 30 throw or taking 46 fire damage on a failed saving throw. It's only one target?
and then cloud strafing.
yeah, only one person. Yeah,
That is dumb. It should be a line.
Or a cone?
but you can do it 3 times, so that's good, I guess.
Oh, it does. I'm only getting. It doesn't say. It just says you can use a bonus action to exhale fire. It doesn't say you can do it multiple times. At least from the little bit.
yeah.
I just googled it. I
Right.
don't have my DMG.
Oh, yeah. D&D Beyond.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm sure that you get like 2 or 3 breaths out of it or something like that. Like uses within that duration.
Yeah, 3. The effect ends after you exhale fire 3 times, or when 1 hour is passed.
There you
Okay.
go.
So yeah.
And is it a line? Read it there, Ryan. Now that you have D&D Beyond.
After drinking this potion, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at its target within 30 feet.
Okay.
The target must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, taking 46 fire damage on a fail save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
What's
So
the
it's more
simple
like a
law?
fire bolt than a stream of fire then.
Yeah, it's more like a firebolt. Still, it's better. It's
Better than nothing.
it's probably better than firebolt
cool.
at this level as well. Like I'm pretty sure that we 2d8 at this level for firebolt. So. No, I would know. I can't learn Firebolt as this character.
So not a huge treasure, but an easily earned treasure.
Yeah.
And you guys learnt something.
Mhm.
Yeah, hill giants like good berries.
yeah, cool.
You guys eventually kind of catch up with like the other people that were traveling before. Because of that roadblock, people are traveling more in a condensed. You guys almost have formed a caravan.
Caravan guards.
Convoy. How about you, rubber ducky?
That's right, Teddy Bear. 10-4, good buddy. What's your 20?
Yes, indeed.
Remember
Stinky Pete.
when CB Talk was so big in the 70s for some reason?
Yeah, it was huge. Dukes of Hazzard made me want to get one.
Me, it was like Smokey and the Bandit, right?
Smokey and the Bandit, yeah.
Or, but like everything, like Red So Fine.
Yeah.
Tony Danza and his Keep On Truckin' tattoo, right? Like everything was trucking in the 70s.
Still got mine.
BJ and the Bear.
Yeah,
I love
that's the
BJ
fun.
and the Bear. TV show I can't get enough of them. But a crime-fighting truck driver and his pet monkey.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like something you'd see on The Simpsons, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a TV show Homer watches. truck driving crime fighter with a chimp chimp as a sidekick. And then what you call it? Oh,
That Clyde? Clyde
yeah,
with
Hang Loose?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, with
I'll be right
Clint
back.
Eastwood and his
Yeah,
orangutan.
Clint Eastwood and the orangutan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any which way you can.
I
Any
thought
which
that
Every
was a
which way you
fever
can,
dream.
every which way but loose. There you go. Yeah, every which way you can, every which way but loose. Yeah.
I thought that was a fever dream.
Oh,
Clint Eastwood with an orangutan. Who, what, where, why?
The
Yeah.
motorcycle gang was priceless in those.
Oh, yeah. Right turn, Clyde. The whatchamacallit? The granny, she was awesome
Yeah.
in that. Oh, is that funny? He was like such a tough guy, and now he's so old, hey? Like, fuck. It's bizarre. Oh, I totally don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh well. Irrelevant. It was cool though. As you guys travel to Golden Fields, you kind of, talking with these other merchants and caravan people. Because a lot of them are caravan people, they deal with other caravan people. So news spreads through caravan people. Even Silence can attest to that. That like
Yep.
bards are good at telling the tale, but the information's got to come from somewhere. And I mean, that there's giant shit going on all over Desserin Valley. There's
It seems like this place is in big shit.
Everybody has a story, right? Everybody has like heard something or
Everybody
talk
got
to
a way
someone.
to shine, no matter what you got. You got yours and they got theirs and I got mine. And together we'll be fine. 'Cause it takes through the world. Yes, it does. Sorry. Continue.
No, that's all right.
Do you want to be the bard on this adventure?
I think I could be a decent bard. I can definitely do a decent bard. I could do it.
Yeah.
He's just a drunk cleric.
Yeah.
Bard's-
To be
Like,
expected.
he's
Where do you think I
satyr.
get half my
Bard is going
songs
to be
from?
my next character, actually.
He's a satyr or a satyr or whatever you want to call him. So that's what do they do other than drink, sing, and have
Be
relations?
merry.
Kind of am bard in a manner.
But Garl starts setting rumors around the convoy / caravan that the giant
No.
just love his berries that he has. They go wild over them. They have them, and then they just love you to death. And he'll say, and she was so sweet on me from getting those berries. I gave her a wink and a smile, and she just left us alone and saved this whole caravan. Here again, Garl the Smooth.
Very
He'll
smooth.
push that rumor.
And then he says, "Yeah, until she gets hungry again and attacks the next bunch of wagons."
Well, they can always buy berries from me. Garl will say.
True. After some time, whether it be that day, next day, I don't know. Like I said, the time travel and all that stuff. In the distance, the road actually gets a little better, and in the distance, you guys could see a low, broad shape on the horizon. As you guys get closer and closer, you could tell that these are like walls of a city. But it looks like as big as Waterdeep itself. Like, I'm talking like the wall seems to go for miles. And the closer you get, they just seem to grow and grow, like they get larger. And one of these other caravan people, he says, like people are just kind of talking, catch him. He says, "Oh, I always wondered how they built it." And other people are talking, and you hear like the word of Shantea thrown around, and Eldith, and Sylvanus, and
Those
all these.
Those are gods, right?
Yes, nature gods. And as you get closer, you guys find out, yeah, like you guys are approaching Golden Fields. Now, Golden Fields is like the food producing hub in this area. This is where they dry and syrup pack fruit in barrels, and will dry stuff and grains, corn, fruit, vegetables. So, and it's a stronghold of like Shantea. There, I'm trying to think how to explain it. Okay, you got like wheat fields and fruit fields and stuff like that. They're being propagated by druids, right? Now the whole thing is walled, so it's not just a city. I mean, like it's like massive. Like build a wall around a city, right? Like, but this is like fields. So it's like 7 by 8 miles. And the walls, as you get closer, they rise up. They look like they're like 60, 70 feet high. As the road gets closer, you can tell that the front gatehouse built into the wall is like it would be a castle itself built right into the wall, right as the gatehouse. And you can see that in the distance, going to your left and to your right along the walls, you can see that there are places where the wall widens. But I'm not talking every 60 feet. It looks like you could just tell it every mile or so. It looks like that the walls widen with structures atop of the widened areas. And you can see that it so that's kind of the main feature. 60-foot high walls with like these widened areas every mile. And the front gatehouse built into the wall is pretty much a castle itself. So there are, like I said, you guys aren't the only wagon. There is traffic entering, like as you guys, especially as you guys get closer. And there's like a line. I gotta do something about this here for a second. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there. I had to turn off my voiceover. It kept talking and talking and talking and talking. There are guards all over the place, keeping traffic moving along in and out. They're quite fast. Like things don't really grind down to too much of a halt. You guys are, don't have to wait out for a long time, but it's a line of empty wagons moving in, and a line of full wagons coming out.
It's the Hellhound.
Get them! What city is this?
This is Golden Fields.
Golden Field. Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, as you guys approach, it's your turn. There's like a bunch of guards all over the place, and they're inspecting wagons. Like every wagon gets an inspection as it comes in. And then they're allowed to go into these immense doors in the wall. I don't know. And I almost think that's where we're going to leave it for this week.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not quite sure more what to... I don't want to get too much into that right today. And yeah, we'll just call it there for this week. And you guys are at Golden Fields.
All right.
Maybe I'll like post a picture and a little bit of information.
I got map sharing right now
Yeah.
with golden fields there.
Yeah.
And
Does
like
it show
that.
the walls how they widen out and
No,
stuff like
it's
that?
just a map of
Yeah.
the road, the north.
Leading in.
Yeah, the North Furrows Road or something like that, and
Yep.
the dot there where you on the map up from there, so it gives us an idea. But there we are. I'll stop sharing that now.
Yeah, it's yeah, like I don't know. Think like it's orchards and gardens and fields to produce field or food, and it's all run by like fucking like a lot of nature god people are here. So Cloud will find people with similar, and in fact, yeah, like he I don't know, it'll be neat because Cloud might have a lot to contribute.
Well, doesn't he have a bunch of those giant seeds?
Well, yeah, he does exactly. So that
He will
that
spread
will
his
be
seed in
it'll
this
be
land.
interesting. And you guys find out when you guys are waiting in line that they're famous for their, as I think Michael said last time, they're famous for their an ale, Golden Gulp ale.
Oh, sounds lovely.
And yeah, but can you imagine a place like this where it's all druids, or not all druids, but they work hand in hand with druids? Like they produce so much food.
A perfect town that's in balance all
Yeah.
over.
They pick the food inside the walls, like the fields and the walls.
Pardon me? You kind of broke up a little bit.
Are the fields inside?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it does look like there. Of course, there's some fields outside, like there is at any city, but the main production fields are all in the walls. So you said, like it's like literally, I think it's like 7 by 8 miles or something like that. And these walls are 60 feet high. Like it's just a massive, massive. Like it's like as bigger than Waterdeep, and yet I think there's only like 2,000 people or 5,000 people that dwell here. Like it's all fields, gardens, orchards,
Good
and
stuff.
food store, and then storage.
Warehouses.
Granaries, where you keep the grain before you go and you brew it into beer.
There must be a lot of cats around here.
That's why they let tabaxis in there.
Keep down the were rats.
Yeah.
So in my tabletop game, I'm actually playing right now. I told one of the guys I'm like, okay, it's been like 4 years I've been DMing. Someone has to pick up slack a little bit here.